Your personal well-being leads to deliberate, not desperate choices.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We are honored to have created for you free access to over 703 Life's Inside Track episodes, where we really get to share how to build wealth wisely through real estate, making house home, and really how to get the most out of life itself. And the great news is you can subscribe to get them in your inbox automatically by just going to the Dekker Team YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Deliberate,
absolutely.
not desperate. Like, that's just ringing in my ears. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Because sometimes when we don't have ourselves well put together, we still feel like we need to make a decision.
Sometimes you have to.
And often we don't.
Your quality of your decision is fueled by your personal vitality. Do you want me to
True.
say that again?
Yeah, I do. I think you want him to say that again, too.
So the quality of your decision is fueled by your personal vitality, how well you feel. As a matter of fact, there was a sleep study done by, who was it done by? Journal of Neuroscience.
Right.
And they said that people who were sleep deprived, and that can be even just a couple hours or sleep apnea or something that where you just didn't get your full, what you need as a regular, to operate really well, 7.5, 8 hours, whatever it is. If you're a teenager, maybe it's 9, 10, 12 hours. But they were 20 to 30% more likely to make a risky or a poor decision when they had just been sleep deprived a little bit.
Like a disastrous choice.
Risky, like not looking at all the permutations, if we did this, what would happen? If we didn't do that, what would happen? So they're just tired. So they make a decision that's risky or poor.
Yeah, that makes me think about a true confession. Back in the early days of my career, 36 years ago, 35, probably by 34, I'd been cured 34 years ago. I was only in my 20s, I guess, still. I had thought, because that was the flavor of real estate at the time, is you work as many hours as you need, as late into the night or into the morning hours if need be.
To get it done.
To get it done. And what I now know in hindsight, and so sorry if you were any of those first clients, because true confessions, like I truly feel sad a lot bit maybe, about the pressure I put people under to make decisions at terrible hours, like 1, 2 in the morning. And there was pressure on me to do it as well because the other realtor wanted to get it done. And it was just more the environment that we were in at the time. And there are still agents that like to do it that way now. And we do our utmost to make sure our clients are rested, alert, awake, not groggy, not tired, not needing coffee to keep themselves awake. I mean, I never drank coffee, but I would drink coffee in those days.
I remember an agent came over. I wasn't a realtor yet at that point. And she came over because we weren't doing electronic signatures. It was drive around, bring offers with you. And she came to our house to present a counteroffer. And it was about midnight. And she said, "Can I have a peanut butter sandwich and a coffee? Because I'm not going to make it to the next offer, like when you get this signed." And so it was like, wow, even the realtors were not advising well because we were sleep deprived.
That's why I said true confessions.
Yeah, and the people regretted their decisions sometimes because they were pushed late at night when really they should have been going to bed, going to sleep so they could do a good day's work the next day or whatever the case may be. So now what we've done is we preset up boundaries, right? Which allow us to go, no, you know what? We are not negotiating after 10 o'clock.
Well, and most of the time I would say it's after about 8.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We really work diligently to make sure that people are sharp and crisp and fresh. And even in the days that occasionally we still get to set an offer date and an offer time, we would make them around lunch hour so that even if it went on for a few hours, we're done by the end of the typical work day. And yeah, that may be a little inconvenient, but when you are sharper in your thought processes, how much more important is that than potentially taking a half a day off work to get one of your biggest assets either sold or purchased?
Yep.
And so that is strategic, like
even
from mistakes.
Absolutely. And even our conditional periods, the clauses used to be written till
11:59.
Well, or they would just be till the end of the day, right? Which the end of the day is 11:59 p.m. So now we've got buyers thinking, well, I can wait till the last minute. We've got sellers that are waiting. They don't want to go to bed. They don't know whether their house is going to firm up or not. So our conditions are set at 8 p.m.
And so
6. Everybody's in a good state.
Yeah, between 6 and 8, because the banks close by 5-ish typically. The lawyers are typically closed by 5. So if you're needing...
The inspector is not generally going to do their inspection at night.
No. So there really is no need for it to go on. The other thing we've built in is 24-hour irrevocables or longer, 48 hours on the weekend, so that there is time to consider the offer. You don't have to feel pushed into the corner when you're not. Maybe you've just rushed in from a kid's soccer game. Maybe you've just rushed in from an appointment, or you've had a really hard day at the office. Maybe this isn't the right moment to make the decision, and maybe tomorrow morning is a much better choice. So we don't want to delay needlessly. And we also want to make sure that your vitality is at its premium when you're making these big deal decisions. And most of the time, it's not going to affect anything. When it does, there are the odd exceptions. We'll always put this into context or into the right, what's the motivation? What's the situation? Like, we don't want to say this is carte blanche. We're just going to dilly-dally. It's not about dilly-dallying. It's making sure you're in an amazing state when you make the big deal decisions.
For sure. And it's important to know that we've set up all these boundaries and things for you, but it's also, we talk about in our Building Wealth Wisely workshop on October 8th, we talk about how to make wise decisions, how to keep your vitality in advance, so your decision making for your next move, whether it's big or small, whether it's buy your first house, sell and upgrade, whatever it is, we're going to give you some tools at that wealth building workshop. And you can sign up for it by going to dekkerteam.com.
And it's 6 to 9 p.m. So it's just an evening. And so you're saying, well, but I won't be as crisp then. Yeah, but you're good. If you love what we're saying and it makes sense to you, you're going to book a clarity call anyway, and we're going to take the next steps. There's no big decisions that night. There's just some learning to set the stage.
And we talked a lot about boundaries, Yetta, or at least I did. But in the next segment, we're going to really unpack that it's sometimes, it's not your energy, it's the constant invasion of your energy. And by setting some boundaries around that, then your decisions will be clearer. And we're delighted that we can give you clarity on your options, because when your clarity is...
When your options are clear,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Your wisdom will flow. Is that what we're wanting to say?
Yetta.
So sometimes it takes two of us, and it's okay that you don't make the decisions alone. That's why you have a guide by your side that will actually help you navigate the powerful decisions that need to happen.
That's what I wanted to say.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward.